Yo guys, you're not gonna believe this. Floyd Mayweather, who I made a video on literally like a week and a half ago, postponed the fight with Logan Paul. Holy crap. Now, I kind of saw this coming, and that's why I'm making update videos sooner than I wanted to. But it's because of two things. I think I know why he truly postponed the fight, and it's pretty obvious to me, and I'm going to show proof on this camera in a second of why he would have postponed this fight. But before I do, guys, I do want to say thank you for being a subscriber already if you already subscribed. If you haven't and you like this content, please hit that button, click the bell, and stay tuned for more videos. And guys, a lot of you probably are watching, probably have thinning hair or have lost hair, and you might be interested in hair transplants. Maybe you've had some, maybe you haven't. And either way, guys, I did a Minoxidil video showing how amazing it was for me just about 2 weeks ago. Go check that out if you haven't seen it already after this video. It's super helpful. And guys, I have another non-surgical way to get your hair back that I'm doing a video on this Friday. So do not miss it. It's cheap as could be. Literally, it costs you like $18 a month. It will help you regrow your hair, even if you just have some thinning. And it's non-surgical. It's not chemical. It's super easy. So don't miss Friday's video. But now let's get into Floyd Mayweather and let's talk about it, guys. You can see on screen right now, Floyd Mayweather had a beard transplant, and these photos were rumored to be taken in Turkey. And again, at the same time, the same tracksuit he's wearing, here is a photo of him with a guy in a shoe store in Turkey, and it was posted by a Turkish guy. So this was literally the same day it was taken as the other photo with the beard hair transplant photo. So it is pretty obvious that he had a hair transplant around this time. Whether he had it like within a few days before this and he was in Turkey, or he just flew into Turkey right after getting it. He's got a private jet. It's really hard to know, guys. So he could have got it done in Hollywood, but the biggest rumor right now is that he went to Hair of Istanbul, because there was a photo of him with a doctor from Hair of Istanbul in Turkey, and that was deleted. Now, it's shocking that he went to a clinic like Hair of Istanbul, which is a hugely marketed clinic that does over like 1,000, I don't know, I think it's like 1,000 hair transplants plus a month. I would never go to a place like that because obviously you can't have enough doctors to do that many hair transplants. I mean, the most a doctor could do is 1 to 2 a day, and that's $60 a month per doctor at most, and that's really maxing a doctor out, like, beyond his limits of capability and reality, and that sure as hell is not doing 3,000 grafts or 5,000 grafts a day. It's like 2,000 graft surgeries each, or 1,500. Now, that being said, you'd have to have a lot of doctors do 1,000 of those. I mean, even 10 doctors is only 600, and that's how you're going to have 10 amazing doctors. Anyway, it's not the point, guys. Point is, they do good stuff, but they also have some bad stuff that comes out of there because they do so many. And I'm not talking shit about that. I'm just saying that, like, if you go to get a really cheap procedure done and you're not getting the same amount of time put into you as you would with a more expensive doctor who does everything for you, the results aren't going to be as perfect. And that's not a bad thing because you're paying 5 times less money. But it's just it's a choice, okay? So let's not get carried away and get into that topic. That's a whole nother video. So as far as Floyd Mayweather goes, guys, I think he canceled his fight with Logan Paul for a very good reason. Now, we all knew that after a hair transplant, you cannot work out for 30 days, okay? You just can't. You risk losing the actual follicles. You risk because of like sweat and heat and accidental damage. If he's fighting, there's no freaking way within the first 30 days he's practicing. So first things first, he got this done in December, for sure in December. Around December 16th is the rumor. So, I mean, for him to be like, hey, February 20th, literally January, February, 2 months later, you're going to get in a ring and get hit in the face? Not a chance. I was like, that's really risky. Are the follicles stuck in there for good? Yes. I even asked Dr. Panine to see what his opinion was. He said that you would be safe after 30 days. Small risk, if any. That being said, if you really care about your image, you may not want to risk losing even a single follicle. Now, beyond that, if you really care about your image, which Floyd clearly does, and it's not a bad thing, I'm not talking shit, guys. I love Floyd. I think he's a really good fighter. I don't care about what he does in his personal life. Whatever, cool. I just think a guy is 50-0 is a legend no matter what. Good for him. He's worked hard for it. He deserves it. I think his image is super important. And guys, we all know if you got a hair transplant, at month 2, you were at the worst shedding phase possible for your hair. So if he's sitting there at month 2 or month 1.5 right now, right? Because it's February 3rd and you got December 16th. Then month 1.5, he's seeing the most amount of hair on his beard falling out, and anything, if he did get any up there, shedding too. And I'm going to show you a photo right now. If you can see in this photo, this was a photo of him literally at month 1 or week 3 or 2 or whatever, approximately that range. And you can see how thick everything looks. It looks beautiful, which is what happens to everyone when they first get a hair transplant. It all sticks in, starts to grow. It looks great. Then, ugly duckling face kicks your ass, and you lose the hair, a lot of it. And then he looks like this. And we're going to zoom in. You can see in his hairline, it looks a little bit like it might be touched up with some kind of like hairline dye or fibers or something. And that they might, or I don't know, maybe it's just edited and it's got a little bit of hair missing here in the front line. And you can tell on his beard, and especially here near his goatee area, he does not have the same thickness. Look back at this other photo again. Dude, it's night and day that his beard and his goatee just are not the same. They're just not. And the reality is, he's probably in ugly duckling face. He's probably trying to cover it up with some like dyes or editing or fibers just to go ahead and make it look fine for photos. But there's no way in hell he's getting in a ring when he's looking patchy, when people like 50 Cent are posting shit like this. 50 Cent has no right to be talking. Like, he just likes to talk a lot of BS just for the fact of talking, okay? He likes to get clout. So reality is 50 Cent's making fun of him, talking about ass hair to his face and making fun of him for it. Guys, you shouldn't be making fun of a guy who got something done he wanted done. Like, he worked hard, he could do whatever he wants with his money, okay? If he wants to have a pair of boobs, do it, man. Like, no one makes fun of, you know what? And the reality is, good for Floyd. He should do what he wants. He should look how he wants. I'm super happy for him. I hope it turns out absolutely amazing and he's thrilled and all that good stuff, okay? Now, back to the fact that he's not going to get in a ring and look bad. He's just not going to do it. Why would you? Like, there's already rumors. He's already getting shit for a hair transplant, beard hair transplant, whatever. And if you're getting all this crap on news, why would you get in a ring looking patchy? I wouldn't. So, and also, again, he's fighting someone that's 50 pounds heavier than him and like 6 inches taller with a much longer reach. Now, I'm not saying he's unconfident in kicking his butt, but why would you take a month off of training, maybe longer, and then go 2 weeks of training, you jump right back into a fight? Like, no. Why would you risk that? Just train for a few more months. Also, Logan Paul needs the training anyway. There's no way this kid is ready. Like, no offense, Logan Paul's an awesome person as far as, like, he's smart in business. He's making $10 million on this fight. That's an awesome deal. Like, I don't really support most of his decisions. He's done a lot of stupid stuff. So is his brother. But as far as his business strategy, the kid is a hype monster. From being on Disney to making YouTube famous to getting political outside of it just to get fame to getting fights in rings with millions of dollars on the line just for him to train and get in shape and fight. It's crazy what he's done. And you know what? Good for him. Like, I'm not a hater. I don't like a lot of his decisions. I don't like what he says. But as far as business goes, the kid knows how to make money. So, good on him. But that being said, guys, Logan's going to get trashed in the ring either way. But I think Floyd and his team definitely want him looking and feeling perfect before he steps in that ring. And that is why they postponed this fight. There's some things I'm going to throw on the screen right now that literally say, like, oh, TMZ reported that it was because of COVID-19 and other things. Logan Paul in his interviews was hesitant to say why. You can see on screen right here. He's saying, oh, I don't think I can say why, but a person of his caliber, things need to be 100% perfect. 1,000%. Like, yeah, of course. He's Floyd Mayweather. He's a legend. He's not getting in a ring and losing. He's 50-0. It's not going to happen. But also, he's not going to get in a ring, look stupid, or look in his mind, you know, having patchiness here and here, where it's obvious he had a transplant that's not grown in yet, and then get shit talked about him for nothing. For what? $10 million? He's already got hundreds of millions of dollars and more counting. So, that being said, guys, that's the reason I think he's doing it. That's why I made this video. Again, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button. You know you enjoyed the video if you made it this far. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, and of course, guys, let me know what you think about my next video on Friday. I hope it helps you get your hair back. Cheers. Peace.